What's up, guys? It's J-Bub here. Today I'm back with my first long-form video. I'm going to be ranking the top 10 quarterbacks coming up next year, and let me know if you want a part 2 with running backs. I did get this idea out from TAD Productions. He's my favorite editor. He's just good. And Cooley's a great guy. All of the Cooley editors out there, great people. So without further ado, we're gonna get going here with our top 10 quarterbacks going in 2026-27 season. Most of this is based off of stats, maybe decline, maybe possibly, maybe team. Most of these are which ones will be the most improved and which ones will lead their teams into higher ranks going into next season. As we get ready to go, here we go with number 10. So I have Justin Herbert at 10. I mean, Herbert has the potential. He is phenomenal when he gets put up to the challenge. He's a phenomenal. He's good with the wide receivers he has, but it's like he has multiple playoff losses. He hasn't played well in the playoffs, and he's always just been right there, but not there at the same time. He's always been either wild card loss or just out of the playoffs. And looking at his team around him, they are not building around him. I mean, the wide receiver core is not great. The running back core is not the best. The offensive line is not the best. Their defense is aging. I mean, they just paid Derwin James, which is great. He's a great defender. But their team isn't making that big of an impact, and that will reflect on Herbert's stats. So that's why I have Herbert at 10. Let me know if you disagree. I have Jordan Love here. He has been improving year by year. The defense has gotten stronger and stronger. Packers finally are getting back in the playoffs. And now it looks like Jordan Love is ready to take the Packers deeper. Jordan Love has a decent wide receiver core. He's got a good arm. There's some weaknesses, and that's why he's not higher. But Jordan Love is a high upside player, and I believe this year will be his breakout year, and he has a lot to prove, especially for the Green Bay fans, considering they've had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers in the past. The receiving core is like middle of the pack. Defense, once Micah Parsons comes back, it's going to be really good. Tight end Tucker Kraft last year, career year, sadly ended by a terrible injury, and that kind of cost the Packers injuries. And Jordan Love hopes that this year he'll be able to take the Packers, hopefully, to a Super Bowl. But hopefully the Packers don't lose, because, well, here on this channel, we all know that the Packers are terrible, and the Packers are the worst team in the league because they are overrated. I have Caleb Williams here, the Madden cover, the Iceman. He improved last year, but still had interception issues, and he really needs to improve throughout the first 3 quarters and not score 20 points every game because in the fourth quarter, because most people, that's just not winning quarterback. If you play against the wrong team, they'd be up 38 to 36 to 15, and it will just be, you won't be able to come back from that. And you get lucky all the time. Caleb Williams is going to improve so much. Defense improved, tight end duo, really good. DeAndre Swift looking to make a massive improvement. The offensive line, Joe Thuney coming back, that's great. The new center, that's phenomenal. Wide receiver core, Luther Burden looking to make a massive jump. Adunze also looking to make a massive jump. Caleb Williams, I mean, many people were like, he's not the best in his draft. Drake May went to the Super Bowl, but sometimes the best player in the draft takes time to develop. Drake May, last year, he wasn't really that good. This year, leads the Patriots to the Super Bowl. Same as Caleb. Jaden Daniels regressed. I mean, yeah, he got injured, but he also, when he played, he regressed. Not saying he's going to regress throughout his career. I'm just saying not everybody has a perfect path, and Caleb Williams looks to lead the Bears to a Super Bowl or deep playoff run this postseason. Here I have Trevor Lawrence. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was an MVP candidate last year. Made massive improvement. Plays phenomenal in the playoffs. I mean, heck, he almost beat Josh Allen and the Bills. I mean, the Bills went on to lose the next round. But Trevor Lawrence with his Jags team, Jags defense improving year by year, wide receiver core. Brian Thomas is phenomenal. Offensive line could use some work. Running back room, that could also use some work. Tight end could use some work. But Trevor Lawrence will make do. He's always done it. He's been consistent in the playoffs with the Jaguars. I mean, he doesn't make it every year, but he's made phenomenal improvements since his rookie year. His rookie year was interesting, but it was bad coaching. The better the coaching, the better the player. So he's improving day by day. He's working hard, and he's really started to grow in the fan base of Duval. And next year, he could lead this Jags team to a 2 seed, a 3 seed. He could make it past the wild card for the first time, maybe even make it to the conference as a miracle. I mean, they aren't a Super Bowl team yet, but they're contenders, and they will be Super Bowl. And Travis Hunter moving full-time cornerback. That's really good because he was a really, really good cornerback, and he's coming back from injury, which that was a crucial injury too, but they weren't using him the right way. And I'm just glad Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are making improvements, but they still aren't there yet. I have Joe Burrow at 6. I mean, Joe Burrow is phenomenal, but he's never healthy. He rarely has full seasons healthy. Last year, came back, played phenomenal, but again, he got injured for half the season, and that cost the Bills the playoffs. In order for the Bills to win like they did in 2022, they could always hit Super Bowl. And in order for them to make it, Burrow has to play the full season. He's low on the list because he's just not consistent. He's always injured. It's not his fault. His team was not built around him. Offensive line is not great. Wide receivers, phenomenal. Defense, weak. Everything's weak besides him and his wide receivers. Everything else, it's not the greatest because the Bengals are cheap, but Burrow always makes the most of it when he's healthy and ready to go, and you gotta give props to him for that. Here at 5, I have Drake May, runner-up in MVP, led his team to the Super Bowl. I mean, most people remember him for his poor Super Bowl performance. But, I mean, Brock Purdy didn't play great in the Super Bowl, which helped the Chiefs, which I'm very thankful. And, multiple people have hated Drake May. I mean, Drake May is not overrated. We'll see if the easy schedule helped. But when it comes time, he will be ready to take his team over the mountaintop. I mean, yeah, he got lucky. Bo Nix's injury. CJ Stroud's crazy fall off. He just got lucky after luckiness. But now he's got a true number 1 wideout in AJ Brown. And a headache too, because AJ Brown can be a headache at times. But let's see if Drake May improves. Right here, he's at 5, top 5. And let's see how he looks forward to in 2026-27 season. But I think he'll be a top 5 quarterback next season. I truly do. At 4, I have the reigning MVP, Matthew Stafford, going into a title-winning year where the Rams could realistically pull the Super Bowl off. They just acquired Myles Garrett, they have Puka, they have Devontae Adams, they have a great running back, and Kyron Williams. Offensive line is great. Overall, the Rams look like Matthew Stafford is going to ball out again this year. But again, I have him at 4 because of his age. And also, I think his production is not going to be the same as last year. But I do think he will be a top 5 quarterback. And I think he'll be the 4th quarterback at the end of the year. But it all depends on how big of a decline he has. I mean, he is going and hit one of his final seasons being drafted in 2009. The Rams drafted Ty Sensen to replace him, so we'll see how that affects him. And we'll see overall how do the Rams do with all this pressure on them. All this pressure from the media, from the fans, saying they're the favorites, they're going to win it. And we'll see how Matthew Stafford can handle the pressure. And I also want to see if Matthew Stafford really can improve, or will he decline to the point where the Rams miss the playoffs. Here at 3, I have the 2-time MVP, His decline last year was more about him not running as much, but the Ravens are looking to contend. Sign Trey Hendrickson, Derrick Henry, O-line strong, Mark Andrews is a reliable tight end. Wide receiver could need some work. I mean, they don't have a true wide receiver 2 behind Zay Flowers. The safety room is phenomenal. It's pretty great. But overall, Lamar Jackson is looking to improve and finally get over that hump of the AFC and finally get past Mahomes and Allen and finally make it to that Super Bowl this year in SoFi. But we'll see, because when it comes to the playoffs, he's not always been the best. He's always struggled, realistically speaking. He's always struggled when it comes time to actually play meaningful football. He'll be phenomenal in the regular season, win MVP. I remember one year he lost to the Titans, and it wasn't like he played phenomenal either. Like, he really hasn't played that great. And last year, they missed the playoffs, as I remember. I think they missed the playoffs. So, yeah, like, here I have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes coming off a torn ACL. It's not the greatest injury. I mean, he's working every day. He's back. He's training. He's going to be QB1 for week 1 when it comes against the Broncos for Monday Night Football. The Chiefs, they won 6 games last year. They were, I could say, bottom feeders technically last year. Are they usually there? No. They usually are in the Super Bowl. Mahomes is 3-4-5 in Super Bowls. 6 for 7 in conference games. Made the AFC Championship in all years besides last year, and the Chiefs are looking to bounce back. Xavier Worthy breakout. Rashee Rice is going to break out of jail. Travis Kelce is on the downhill, but hopefully he can actually catch the ball this year. Here at number 1, though it pains me to say it, Josh Allen is probably the number 1 quarterback going into next year. I mean, he's a playoff choker. I mean, just look at his games against the Chiefs. But he's a regular season baller, as most people call him. He played decent last year. Wide receiver core could use some upgrades. Tight end core is really great. The Cookie County dime dropper, though, is not the greatest. But the defense, it could use some improvements. I mean, it definitely took a decline last year. With Broncos being able to make a late comeback, but I mean the Bills, they'll make the playoffs next year. It just depends on what they do in the playoffs. And last year in the wild card, they almost lost to Trevor Lawrence in the Jags in the wild card because they just couldn't show up. Luckily, they escaped narrowly, and in the Broncos, they almost won. But again, the defense couldn't hold up. Broncos scored, and then Josh Allen threw that pick. That was controversial, but at the end, the Broncos won. So there's my listing of the top 2 quarterbacks. Thank you guys for watching. This is my first long-form video on the J Bub Productions channel. Let me know if you guys want more content like this. I definitely enjoy it. Leave it down in the comments. I know I'm probably not going to get a lot of comments. It is a long form. They don't track as well. But hopefully you guys let me know what you think. And I hope this grows my channel. And so more people can see this. And yeah, there you go. Top 10 quarterbacks heading into next year.